Today we're going to explore a collection of mysterious audio recordings that continue to baffle everyone that hears them. From investigators, true crime enthusiasts, even historians. These 5 pieces of audio evidence have left even more questions than answers. From desperate calls to 911, to eerie voicemails and even a possible transmission from space, each of these recordings holds secrets. So settle in as we listen to some of the most unsettling and still unsolved audio recordings in history. Welcome to Fireside Unsolved, episode 112, 5 mysterious audio recordings. On the evening of August 8, 2013, Brandon Lawson returned to his San Angelo, Texas residence after not coming home the night before. An absence that worried his live-in girlfriend of 10 years, Ledessa Lofton. Their relationship, already strained by Brandon's past substance abuse, became more tense when Ledessa voiced her suspicions of Brandon possibly relapsing. Though Brandon had claimed 6 months of sobriety, Ledessa doubted him, and it was later revealed by his brother Kyle that Brandon had, in fact, started using again. In an effort to remove himself from the situation, at around 11:30 p.m., Brandon called his father in Crowley, Texas, stating that he planned to come over and stay with him that night. By 11:54 p.m., Brandon had set off in his silver F-150 truck toward his dad's house. At approximately 12:30 a.m., Brandon contacted his brother Kyle, explaining that his truck had run out of gas on U.S. Route 277, somewhere between San Angelo and Bronte, Texas. But what really alarmed Kyle was Brandon's next sentence. He said that 3 people were chasing him out of town. Kyle, suspecting his brother might be hallucinating from his recent relapse, was concerned but unsure whether to take Brandon's claims seriously. Nonetheless, he rushed to Brandon's location, bringing with him a full gas canister. As Kyle drove, he tried to keep Brandon on the phone, but the conversations were becoming fragmented with frequent disconnections. Between 12:50 a.m. and 1:15 a.m., several calls were made between Brandon, Kyle, Ledessa, a neighbor, and 911. But the poor cell reception in the area made communication difficult. One notable call from Brandon to 911 around 12:54 a.m. was recorded.
911 emergency.
Yes, I'm in the middle of the field. It's like we're just pushing some guys over. Right here going towards Javelin on both sides. My truck ran out of gas. There's one car here. Got taken to the woods. Please hurry.
Okay, now run that by me.
I'm not talking to him. I actually ran into him.
Ah, you ran into him. Okay.
Got the first guy.
Do you need an ambulance?
Yeah, no, I need the cops.
Okay. Is anybody hurt? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Just 2 minutes later, a passing trucker reported Brandon's truck parked dangerously on the road to 911. A sheriff's deputy arrived at the scene shortly after 1 a.m., finding only Brandon's abandoned truck and his brother Kyle, who arrived around 1:10 a.m. and was still on the phone with Brandon. Brandon insisted, "I can see you, I'm right here." Yet neither Kyle nor the deputy could locate him. Kyle suspected Brandon might be hiding to avoid arrest, as he had an active warrant at the time. Around 1:18 a.m., Brandon briefly answered another call from Kyle, sounding breathless and claiming he was bleeding, but the call was once again cut short. After waiting 45 minutes without spotting his brother, Kyle left a gas can in Brandon's truck and headed home. He returned around 5 a.m., but the gas can was untouched, and there was still no sign of Brandon. By 8 a.m., Brandon's truck had been towed. In the days following, a search of the area near Brandon's truck yielded no leads. It wasn't until February 4, 2022, that a significant development occurred. The Texas Rangers, along with search teams, discovered clothing matching Brandon's description and human remains near his last known location. While DNA testing was still ongoing as of October 2024, the remains are widely believed to be Brandon's, hopefully bringing some closure to his long unsolved disappearance. In 1957, brothers Achille and Giovanni Battista Giudica Cordiglia from Turin, Italy, built an amateur space listening station using a repurposed World War II bunker called Torre Bert. Their goal was to intercept communications from Soviet and American space missions. At the time, the Soviet Union, known for its secrecy, only publicized successful space missions, hiding any failures to protect their image during the Cold War space race. The brothers claimed to have intercepted transmissions from undisclosed Soviet missions, including a chilling recording in May 1961 of a female cosmonaut in distress. The woman's voice, filled with fear, described intense heat, suggesting her capsule was burning up during re-entry. If true, she would have been the first woman in space, but the mission was never acknowledged. Skepticism about the recordings quickly arose. Critics pointed out linguistic inconsistencies and questioned the technical plausibility of their claims. There was also confusion about the dates. The brothers first stated they recorded the cosmonaut in November 1963, but later revised it to May 1961. While some accused the brothers of fabricating the recordings for fame, they have always maintained their authenticity. To this day, the legitimacy of their claims remains controversial, either exposing hidden Soviet space tragedies or being an elaborate hoax. In September 2015, 31-year-old Henry McCabe spent a night out with friends at a Minnesota nightclub. Around 2:30 a.m., Henry's wife, Corinne McCabe, received a disturbing voicemail from his phone. The recording, nearly 2 minutes long, contained eerie noises, growls, moans of pain, and a calm voice at the end saying, "Stop it." The meaning of these sounds remains unclear, but is believed to hold clues to Henry's disappearance. Authorities traced Henry's last known movements. A friend reported dropping him off near a gas station around 2 a.m., but after that, Henry vanished. Despite extensive searches, no trace of him was found. Police couldn't rule out any possibilities, whether Henry disappeared voluntarily, was involved in an accident, or was harmed. The cryptic voicemail was sent to the FBI for analysis, and the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension also joined the investigation. 2 months later, in November 2015, Henry McCabe's body was found in Rush Lake, New Brighton, Minnesota. Nearly 10 years later, the mystery remains unsolved, leaving friends, family, and authorities searching for answers about what really happened to Henry and the strange sounds captured in his final call. Anthonette Cayedito, born on December 25, 1976 in Gallup, New Mexico, was a fourth grader living with her family at 204 Arnold Circle when she disappeared on April 6, 1986. That night, her mother, Penny, went out with friends while a babysitter watched Anthonette and her sisters. Penny returned around midnight and sent the sitter home. The next morning, Penny discovered Anthonette was missing. After searching the neighborhood, she contacted the police, but they didn't officially search the home until 4 days later. Penny later mentioned that a man named Emiliano Emo Gardella had given Anthonette flowers several times before her disappearance, a fact she initially withheld. A year after Anthonette's disappearance, a girl claiming to be her called the Gallup police, saying she was in Albuquerque.
Police department. Hello.
I'm Anthonette Cayedito.
Okay, whereabouts in Albuquerque? Hello. Anthonette, where are you?
Penny believed the voice was her daughter's, though she didn't recognize the adult voice heard in the background. In 1994, Penny made a startling confession, suggesting she and Emo might have been involved in Anthonette's abduction. She even admitted to instructing Anthonette to open the door the night she was taken, but was never charged despite FBI suspicion and failing a lie detector test. Penny passed away in 1999, followed by Anthonette's father, Anthony Montoya, in 2012. Police believe Penny withheld key information, and many suspect Anthonette was taken with her knowledge. A potential sighting of Anthonette occurred in 1991 at a restaurant in Carson City, Nevada. A teenage girl resembling Anthonette, accompanied by a disheveled couple, repeatedly dropped her utensils, gripping the waitress's hand each time. After the group left, the waitress found a napkin with the messages, "Help me," and "Call the police." Despite these leads, Anthonette Cayedito's fate remains unsolved. On August 17, 2010, 20-year-old Amber Tuccaro, a mother from Fort McMurray, Canada, traveled to Edmonton with her infant son and a friend for a short vacation. The following evening, Amber was last seen around 8 p.m. getting into a vehicle with an unknown man, a decision that would spark a long-lasting mystery. During the ride, Amber received a phone call that was recorded by the caller.
Where are we by?
We're just heading south of Beaumont, or north of Beaumont.
We're heading north to Beaumont. Yo, where are we going? No, this is a... Are you f***ing kidding me? You better not take me anywhere I don't want to go. I want to go into the city. Jeez. Yo, we're not going into the city, are we?
We're going.
No, we're not.
Yes.
Then where the f*** are these roads going to?
50th Street.
50th Street. Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Yo, where are we going?
50th Street.
50th Street?
50th Street.
East, right? Over now.
Bravo.
Bravo.
Despite efforts, the male driver's voice remains unidentified. Investigators later determined that instead of heading toward Edmonton, as the driver claimed, they had traveled south into rural Leduc County. 2 years later, on September 1st, 2012, horseback riders discovered Amber's remains in a Leduc County field. Dental records confirmed her identity, ending the search that had haunted her family and friends. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police faced significant criticism over their handling of the case, and in 2014, the Tuccaro family filed a formal complaint with the Civilian Review and Complaints Commission, for the RCMP. Amber had been prematurely removed from the missing persons list based on unverified sightings, and key evidence, including a suitcase of her belongings, was accidentally destroyed. Crucially, the RCMP never interviewed the woman who traveled with Amber, neglecting an important witness. In July 2019, Deputy Commissioner Curtis Zablocki acknowledged the investigation's failings, calling it not our best work. However, the Tuccaro family rejected the apology. feeling it came too late and didn't fully address the harm caused. Today, Amber Tuccaro's case remains unsolved. The recorded voice of the unknown man continues to haunt her family, leaving them and the community searching for answers about what really happened to Amber, a young life tragically cut short. As we reach the end of our journey through these unsettling and mysterious audio recordings, we are left with more questions than answers. Brandon Lawson's desperate last call, the eerie transmissions of the Lost Cosmonaut, Henry McCabe's unexplainable sounds, Anthonette Cayedito's haunting voice on the phone, and Amber Tuccaro's chilling conversation. Each case offers a small glimpse into a terrifying moment frozen in time, yet none of them have revealed the full truth. These voices, filled with fear and confusion, serve as haunting reminders of the unsolved mysteries that still grip us. For the families and loved ones involved, the recordings are painful memories of what might have been. For investigators and enthusiasts alike, they are fragments of stories that remain incomplete, begging for closure. Though the truth behind these recordings may remain unknown, at least for now, they stand as a testament to the human experience. They challenge us to listen more closely, to search more deeply, and to never give up hope that one day the silence will be broken and the truth revealed. Until then, these voices will continue to echo in our minds, haunting us with what we don't know and reminding us that some mysteries were possibly never meant to be solved.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Fireside Unsolved. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to help the channel grow. Until next time, take it easy and be easy, you filthy bastards.